What's the deal with this box? The big box just kind of feels important, right? Oh yeah, what if I can use that to my advantage? Crap. Oh, that guy's coming here. No, it's okay, just go anywhere else. It's okay. Ah, here it comes. Weird how they detached one guy to investigate us and the other ones all stayed still. Like there's some sort of organized squad of... Ah, crap. I'm trying to put on top of boxes. Let's see here. I'm hoping that if I stack them on top of each other, I can maybe jump across. That might be possible. Only if I actually hit the jump button, though. Huh. There we go. Here we go. That lets me skip a chunk of the room. My goal is still to be up here, though. Got it. Alright, we're clear for now. Next room has its own problems, though. Best path's over there. There we go. So we established last time this whole wall is pretty contained. Alright, we're regenerating. Go, 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 go. Whoa, whoa. Bad time to press the hide button. No, no, no. Turn around. Turn around, yeah. No one suspects a thing. Somehow no one saw me that time. That's fine. That's fine. Aha! That went way smoother, obviously. What's down? Nope. Good to go. No one seems to be ahead of me. There we go. I do kind of suspect that I may have skipped ahead past the server room by jumping down that chute. That's the hazard with some of the stuff. The upside of their level design is that they create a situation where you can take 17 different paths to get from point A to point B. The downside is it makes everything super missable. It's so hard to be sure whether or not you're just finding stuff, or if you're gonna hit points of no return, or if like you skipped the branch with the guy in it, or if you haven't seen them yet. But the fact that I didn't hear Seraph's voice till right before I found him meant that Taggart was probably nearby when I was there. Even here, though, is this just taking me back up to the surface where Taggart might be nearby? Seems like we're just undoing the effect of how I went to the bottom earlier. Is that my ultimate goal right there? Is that a server room? I don't think it is. I think that's where I win the game, basically. So can I find my way? Oh. We are back at the beginning. Alright, well, let's be smart about this. Gonna save real quick. So I'm back at the surface, so there's no point... So jumping down that hole was not a point of no return. And up there is where the rest of the story is probably happening, so... Is there a place around here where there could be a server room? Oh, right there. These staircases go upstairs to here. And there. This might be where Taggart is, if I were to guess. That's my best bet. Pretty crap situation, though. If I'm gonna make it, I'm gonna have to use something like this, probably. I think there's a non-lethal. I think gas grenades are non-lethal takedowns. There we go. They're all running into the gas now. And I'll try to use another one in the future.
Snake! I see you, Snake!
Hey. Sorry. He's pointing at me even when he's down. All right. Go over there. They're all running at it like they're freaking Left 4 Dead zombies. Oh, hip. There we go. I think I found my way to Taggart now. Oh. Here we go. So I finally used those gas grenades I've been stocking up. Seems like this is literally the situation to use them in. I think if I look at the grenades themselves, I think their texture says riot. Yeah. I think this is CS. I'm not sure what that part is, but it says riot. This is a riot situation using gas grenades on these guys. That's fitting enough. Someone's hostile to me right now. There's all these humans in this next room, but I can't tell if they're zombies or not. I mean, by which I mean I can't tell if they're Taggart. Nope, that's bad sounds. Yeah, those are all bad sounds. Alright, let's review the map again. I'm forgetting what menu I'm on here. Straight ahead, that's probably the server room that they're hiding in right there. Unless they're way at the end over there, in a totally unrelated location. These are servers. These appear to be servers. Ooh. There's my way across. Yeah. Absolutely a way across. Is there an enemy robot in here? It seems suggested for sure. Huh. Are the humans in there? Oh look, we found him. Cool. Probably don't want to beat that wall down then, if I can avoid it. Knock knock. Yeah, geez, if you beat down the wall, you're just making it easier for people to get to them. Let's just deal with the door. Presumably you can relock a door behind you? Freaking security level 5, of course. I mean, I can just nuke my way straight to the... I have so many nukes. Let's just go straight to their HQ. Hey, main one. You're mine. Bloop.
Access grant.
500 credits. There we go. I found Taggart. I wasn't going to be horribly torn up, but the completionist in me wanted to not pass these characters by if I could avoid it. Hey, a nuke. Just to make up for it. Any recognizable characters? I think it's just going to be Taggart, no one else. Maybe his aide. Taking care of our girls. Look guys, I know it makes some of you squeamish, but we have responsibility to these girls. They are sacrificing everything to make sure the station is safe and secure. Need I remind you what could happen if one tiny crack in the outer structure goes undetected? I'm not asking you to sit in there and talk to them, but I'm asking you to make sure the nutrient lines are filled and no contaminants are getting in. And it's perfectly safe to open the pod every once in a while to check for a heart rate and pulse fluctuations manually. Just remember to use the associated security hub for each pod to open it and then close it after you're done. Thanks. The girls. So all those pods are girls, aren't they? Wow, this looks like inside a little bit. So that ties into the DLC and like the women that seem to be like being used as brain robots. Like that's all fucked up. Of course it's all fucked up. Are they? Oh, maybe they're all inside these things. Either way, everything about this is super fucked up. Ooh. What's your deal? Can I stack something under there to hop up there? More credits. Oh, we're above 5K. I don't think I want to make it all the way back to that clinic though.
Mr. Jensen, how ironic that you should be the one to save us from the monsters out there.
Monsters, Taggart? You mean people. Augmented people who've lost all control, lost their reason.
Isn't that supposed to be my line? Unfortunately, it seems your esteemed Mr. Darrow decided to appropriate my point and turn it back on me. In madness and in blood. He has betrayed us all.
So you finally admit it. You are part of this after all. You have been all along.
It would be pointless to deny anything now, but despite what you think of us, we never wanted augmentations outlawed. All we've ever sought is regulation, rules governing how the technology is developed, and laws that ensure its use for the good of society.
You've raised society above humanity. So who gets to make those rules?
Men with wisdom, strength, and tenacity to know what's right. Proven leaders who distinguish themselves, like you, Mr. Jensen. You've certainly earned the right to be one of us. All you have to do is take it.
I'm not looking for glory, Taggart.
Just remember that without control, there's no room for freedom, only anarchy. You were a policeman once. You know the importance of order.
I know there's a difference between order and slavery.
The biochip wasn't supposed to force people to do anything. It merely limited powers so that people couldn't go on killing sprees like the ones taking place right now.
Amazing how well that worked out.
Say what you will, but I know that some part of you agrees with me. Absolute freedom is no different than absolute chaos. Society needs boundaries if it has any hope of surviving. And you, Mr. Jensen, can be the one to give us that hope. Shut down Darrow's signal. Then help me get a message out saying that an accident at VersaLife contaminated the world's neuropozyne supply.
VersaLife? And what if I decided to blame the Illuminati?
The Illuminati is just a name to get rich financiers to invest more money. Besides, do you really think the world will believe in some 18th century conspiracy theory? Do this for us, and you'll ensure a future for mankind, all of mankind, augmented or otherwise. The future Hugh Darrow offers doesn't allow for both.
Let me think about it.
So that's what this is boiling down to, huh? I'm gonna make a decision between 3 options for who to blame all this on, basically. Huh. Not sure what I expected. There we go. All filled up. This guy really does just come across as a scumbag at all times, though. Hit. 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 Oh. Come on. I don't think I can get in there. I think the problem here is that in order to get into a vent, you have to crouch and then jump. And that gets you inside the... Like, you can't crouch mid-jump as far as I can tell. So I'm kind of screwed here unless I had a bunch of stuff to stand on. Aw, poor guy. It's in front of the door. Just get him a tad out of the way. Even though he's dead. That's a lot of laser rifle battery. Oh, hey. Might be able to use you a little bit. Aha! That's all I needed. Maybe it'll give me a safer way out. Or maybe just more treasure, who knows. We need to change floors anyway. Oh yeah, there's multiple paths here, so one of them probably leads to treasure. Oh, this was under the floor. That's interesting. Oh, there's the straight... That's also a straight shot. There's so many other shots. Paths to take to get through there. Secretary. Marilyn Y. What a password, huh? That was a machine gonna shoot me, so I'm gonna leave now. Bye-bye, Mr. Machine. I don't want to be a pincushion of lead. Where's this one? Another spot? Is this how I came in? I think it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's how I came in. Alright, so multiple vents I could take, but none of them led outside, did they? It's all a little circular.
The fucking wind!
So now it comes down to trying to sneak out of here without getting swamped by everybody. And then trying to get back to the actual objective, because I'm now way... Oh, was this the same hallway? Why did I think it wasn't the same hallway? Crap. I guess I didn't. Yeah, I guess that was a short way to Taggart then, without having to deal with the mob of enemies. Got the layout all mixed up in my head. So a lot of these guys should be disabled because of the grenade situation, thankfully, but not entirely. And I need to get back to the main floor if I want to take out the main problem. Interesting how you have to like explore kind of extensively if you're gonna access some of the enemies around here. I mean, the two characters that give you like ideas of how you should proceed. Running. There we go. Didn't even use up my battery. There we go. So now here I am, ready to proceed towards my final objective, but now I've actually met with both the characters. That went relatively well. So the question is, which decision do I make? Do I listen to Taggart? Do I listen to... Wow, it's hard to remember names sometimes. Or Darrow? Or... Nope. Well, my boss, basically. The funny thing is that I might be most inclined to listen to Darrow and just tell the truth. But it was just weird because he's the guy that did all this, so he's the last one that should be getting his wishes. He's responsible for everything. But, on some level, maybe everyone should just know what happened, even if they don't believe it. Other options are all manipulation and lies. And keeping things a secret from the people and listening to people's, letting people's personal agendas run free in secret is what caused this whole problem in the first place. Hello. I am safe to walk in there. Emergency, danger, wear breathing apparatus in this area. I did become immune to that recently. Oh, can't. Oh. Can I break this? Sneaky, sneaky. Move crate just a little bit. There we go. No one noticed me. And I'm thankfully immune to gas now. Which they make sounds now to reproduce. There we go. Gas grenades, hacking. I might be able to use some of the gas in here to clear them out. Including the grenade I already got. What's your deal? No access. Maybe I can turn off some computers. I mean some... not computers. Maybe I can turn off some cameras. Come on.
Access granted.
Oh, I can turn turrets on them. That's awful. No. We're gonna have to use crowd control here. You're going down, right? Yeah. These are riot chants. I really hope this isn't poison gas. I really do think that it's disabling them and not killing them, right? Yeah, they're knocked out. There we go, that clarifies that. They don't have dead heads over their heads. There we go. Yeah, this is exactly what this riot equipment is for dealing with this exact type of situation. There we go. Finding a use for objects I haven't been using. Yay. Justifies me picking all this shit up in the first place. Well, this looks like I'm on my way to a boss fight. Is there anyone else left to fight? Are there even characters left in this game? I feel like everyone's had their stories end already. I don't know if I should expect a final boss fight in a game that already had 3 fights. Once it begins, there's no turning back. I have nothing to go back for. Here we go. Oh, I can move now. They kept me stationary at first, which was kind of weird. This huge silo. We're now deep inside it. The top view was actually just a JPEG, but this might be a 3D model. Nah. Yeah, I think this is a 3D model for real this time. I don't think this is fake. There's less to render now, though, because we're inside it, so there's no landscape to render upstairs anymore. I think they really struggled to make this thing run on Xbox 360 and PS3. It'll be interesting to see how the next Deus Ex handles when it's not from such an outdated piece of hardware at that point. Although this game did look dated even for its time, to be fair. From what I've heard, it sounds like everything about its development may have been stressful and messed up at times. Look at this little belt here. What a little detail. Long way down. Oh yeah, we're way down here now. What can I see down there? Nothing! You get nothing! Good day, sir! Alright, big final decision. I'm gonna make a save just in case, because I might want to show them all just to see. I'll pick my canon one first. But, we might as well see what the options are. Unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you think about the stuff, I think I've heard that the next game picks a canon ending. So, no matter what I do here, only one of them is going to be what affects the next game. But I think there may be some radical decisions that wouldn't have worked for a sequel. They gave me energy of all things. So I think we're going to have gameplay in here. I don't think it's just going to end. We'll see.
What the hell? Oh my God.
Water pressure nominal at 173 psi.
Who am I?
Communications web online.
I feel cold.
Drones 1 through 3 within operational parameters.
I don't remember.
Drone 4 disconnected.
Let me go.
Processing.
Oh God, please help me. I'm scared.
Core temperature stable. Processing.
Zhao, what are you doing?
Connecting to Panchaea's Haron project, Mr. Jensen. The most advanced quantum computer slave to the human brain, and the closest to perfection we'll ever achieve. I'm going to use it to hack Darrow's signal and rework the message to our benefit.
Our benefit? You mean the Illuminati's?
Someone has to override the signal and be the world's savior. And let's be honest, neither of us would trust anyone else to fill that role. Computer, begin EEG sync.
So much pain.
Syncing beta waves at 40 cycles per second.
Sleep, please. Let me sleep.
Incompatible master-slave chain detected. Alert. Unable to transfer control to Alpha Pod.
The system won't recognize my chip.
Neural systems offline. Rerouting control of immunity.
I can't control Iron.
Increasing glutamate levels by 32%.
Zhao, get them out of there. I have to reach the control chamber.
No! I can still control it! I'm in control!
Stop the signal.
Security alert.
Through the primary drone hatch.
Oh, shit.
Oh, well.
Alpha Pod security in place. To access Alpha Pod, purge tertiary pods.
I'm here thinking, oh wow, Zhao's gonna be the final boss fight? That's unexpected slash fitting.
Once I do, the council will welcome me with open arms.
Wait, she's still talking? I thought we shot her. Oh, I thought she was dead.
Protect Mother.
She's sticking it out?
Stay away. The bad man is here. Why does he want to kill us? Kill him.
Can I make this work?
You have to have been better served keeping your head down.
Good luck, me.
Don't hurt anymore.
Ah.
No more pain.
You know what? Screw it. The game's over. What am I doing?
Away from us. Security measures are insufficient.
I've got 10 of these things. Why not use them all, right? Turn off this camera.
Gaze touches you.
Open some doors.
Escape.
Hydrostatic pressure rising.
Oh, turrets.
It hurts. It hurts so much. The systems are... My organic systems are destroyed.
Gotta figure out how the hell to navigate this place.
You see where honor and ambition lead you to a whole mile deeper in the ocean,
Yeah.
about to meet your end. And
The angles it attaches to sometimes are interesting.
I don't like it here. I don't like it. It's so cool down here. Dirk, show us the light, Mother. Where's the light?
I wonder if do I have to shoot them too?
I must fight this. I must
Let's see here.
succeed.
I don't think that's what I'm supposed to do. Let's watch for the turrets. I just came from there, so I need to get to that one next, I think. Wait, was there another one? Oh. Okay, let's just charge for a second here. Oh, that's dead end too. Crap.
But to eliminate you,
Crap.
you have ruined everything.
Well, that's not the path I was hoping for. We'll just have to figure out a proper path. Let's see here. She is the final boss fight after all. For a moment there I thought that was not the case. Are there any other candy types? Nope, just these guys. You're my last ones. Let's use whatever tools I have here to help out. Oh no, there's a two up here. Whoops. We'll have to wait now.
You've been awake for so long. I'm tired. The system monitors online constantly. There's too much to keep track of.
What is that?
Diagnostics require
Oh, that's Zhao.
I can sleep.
After this, Tayo will dominate the market. Cyrus will no longer be a thorn in my side.
Here we go. Oh, crap. Wait for the turret to go by.
Results of the
There we go.
diagnostics are inconclusive. I feel bad. Vital signs normal.
There we go.
No, this is not normal. I just want to be.
So they're all open now. That's good, right? So how do I interact with this thing? Dara said a signal is protected by the Hieron Project cutting-edge security system. He didn't mention that the system is made of advanced quantum computers slave to human drones. Although to be fair, we knew that already. Or we knew that was a thing already. So at this point, the amount of shock Jensen has doesn't quite fit because of how much we've experienced this during the Missing Link DLC. Although we didn't necessarily know this was the case here. Zhao Yunru just hooked herself up, so if I want to shut down the signal, I'm gonna have to defeat her. Okay. How? How do I it's such a weird enemy. EMP? That didn't seem to help. Well, crap. Maybe an old grenade launcher? That's a lot of shots. Can I at least take out the turrets that way? Maybe not.
Error in
Oh,
system.
that got him.
Iron is weakening.
Rerouting connection.
I am regaining control. I must. Ah!
Reroute complete.
Sneaking inside. Ah, faster. There we go. We'll be fine.
Are offline.
We'll be fine.
Primary security measures disabled. Power surge detected.
There we go.
Electrical charge.
Hope I didn't kill anyone, but there's stuff going on right now.
Preparing for discharge sequencing. Warning.
Are the turrets down? They are down. Okay.
And rising. Electric discharge sequence initialized.
Punch? No? Okay.
It's happening. Iron is gone. No. Wait. It's initiating emergency protocols. Ah! You don't know the resources they have at their disposal, Jensen. Despite your special genetics, you have been in over your head the whole time.
Why?
Initiate disappearance.
Bad robot.
See, there is no way you can defeat the system. There is nothing you can do to stop.
Warning. Electrical charge subcritical and rising. Halfway to discharge sequence.
What do I do? Oh, they're all dead now. Bye.
Warning. Primary pod compromised.
Do I punch you?
Measures activated.
What do I just don't understand what I'm trying to do right now. It's a weird fight. Do I peps you?
You still cannot reach me, Jensen. There are too many contingencies built into the system. You and I have both failed.
I mean, that's my only waypoint right now. Oh, crap. I want to go there. Oh, that one's electrified too now. What is... I don't see what's going on here. What the hell? Things got really obtuse? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. It's... What the fuck? Oh, fuck off, man. Every direction. What was... Did everything turn dark? Fuck, these boss fights are shit.
Alpha pod security
They're so
interface.
bad.
Access alpha pod.
Like, why?
Tertiary pods.
It's not fun. I'm not overcoming a challenge. It's like, it's just obtuse. Of like, there's no way to, like, you don't know what's going on. So it's like trial and error over and over again.
Pods initiated. Total system purge in effect.
She gets her shield.
Down tertiary stations.
Oh shit.
Order. Electrical
Hit.
charge subcritical and rising. Electric discharge sequence initialized.
What's in here? Hey guys. What is happening right now?
This will not stop me.
What a weird sight.
It's happening.
There we go. Hello. There's rockets and stuff here.
Wait. It's initiating emergency protocols.
Huh. I mean, this is probably a safe place to wait things out.
They have at their disposal, Jensen. Despite
So much ammo and stuff.
you have been in over your head the whole time.
I mean, we have to defeat her at this point, so... At this point, I think it's safe to say our tranquilizer rifle's not going to be useful. It's all about explosives and whatever we can manage to do here. Let's grab that laser rifle. Oh, is there not a laser rifle in here? It's just the batteries?
And rising. Halfway
You're gonna do that to me?
discharge sequence.
You're gonna do that to me, huh? Alright, well, I've got my... Got you at least.
He betrayed them.
Primary pod
Gotcha. So I guess I'll just wait for these guys to show up one by one. Since lightning doesn't seem to come in here. They're all dying in the electricity over there on their own.
You still cannot reach me, Jensen.
So I killed a bunch of robots one by one, and then her shield seemed to retract, but then every single thing seemed to get electrified at once, and I couldn't do anything. So
And I have
maybe if I'm in here, that'll change. I'm just gonna wait it out, I guess. Oh, she's getting all pulsey all of a sudden. Oh, glass broke. Alright, it's a boss fight you win by waiting? Exciting. What a cool design. I just waited here the whole time, and now the boss fight, now she's vulnerable, I guess. Exciting. So exciting. Did I get her yet? She at me, so I guess I hurt her. There we go.
I can't take.
Let's spend that practice point, even though I'll probably never use it, just to feel better about myself. So, to be clear, I won that fight by sitting in that storage room that had some weapons in it, and just standing there. Like, I just stood there for a few minutes. And I grabbed the sniper rifle eventually, because I had time for inventory management, so why not? I grabbed the sniper rifle, and I'm like, I can aim at her from here, maybe that's useful. And I waited, and eventually, like, the electrical build-up made the glass around her shatter, and then I just shot her in the face. And I'm just sitting here thinking, like, what? So that big dramatic boss fight with the like, it's got got mind-controlled people, and it's got robots, and it's got the 3 ladies and their own hatches, and the terminals that I hacked in my previous attempt where I died, and all those breakable walls. But at the end of the day, all I did was hack that one little terminal to open her up the first time, and then the second time just sat in a room for like 3 minutes doing nothing until I could shoot her in the face. That's not a great boss. Oh no. Also, the sniper rifle of all things came back. You know, the thing I finally gave up and just removed from my inventory. Turns out that was the big thing I needed at the end. That came in handy. So I feel like a jackass. Held onto that one all that time and upgraded it and got rid of it and used this one. She is not doing well. She is fried. Bad times for all. Alright. Welcome back, little buddy. Yeah. And that looks like an important final room, so I'm gonna go ahead and save again. Here we go. There's just a bunch of old saves. I don't even check which one's which anymore.
Hello, Adam. Welcome to the Edge. It is not the end of the world, but you can see it from here.
Eliza? What are you doing here?
It is my job to monitor and report on the news, Adam. Before Darrow smothered everything with his signal, the whole world was tuned into this place, including me.
The broadcast. I have to stop it.
I know. Please, come closer. Do you know where we are, Adam? We are at the fulcrum point, when society lies in the balance. Hugh Darrow hoped to tip the scales one way, by telling the world everything you already know. About the biochip, the Illuminati, everything. He believed knowing the truth would convince mankind to abandon research into human enhancement technologies forever.
It would certainly give them reason to fear it.
Indeed. Darrow's confession is ready to send. If you want, I can wideband it across all media as soon as you shut down the signal. Everything you worked so hard to uncover will be exposed. But only if you deactivate the broadcast using this control. However, if you desire, I can alter Darrow's message. Conceal the creation of the biochip while putting in new content.
Content blaming the humanity front, like Zareth suggested.
The organization has already admitted to harboring terrorists. It would be easy to convince people they turn to biological warfare in a more desperate attempt to get rid of augmented people.
But why? What would that achieve?
In time, it could shift the focus of hatred onto people whose prejudices are seen as too extreme, leaving corporations free to experiment with human evolution as they desire. But if you want me to perform this edit for you, you must disengage the signal and activate the video edit function from here. Alternatively, Darrow's message can be adjusted to erase all mention of the power group known as the Illuminati. I can report that lack of proper regulation allowed vast quantities of neuropozyne to become contaminated prior to reaching the market.
Taggart's preference. You think the world will buy a made-up story about neuropozyne poisoning?
You might be surprised by what people believe. I can convince them. And having experienced the negative effects of corporate negligence firsthand, a majority of people might force the world to place harsh restrictions on all human enhancement research. But only if you disengage the signal and activate the video edit function from here. Of course, there is another option. This passage leads to Panchaea's pressure regulation controls. Destroy them and the installation will cave in on itself, overwhelmed by the weight of the ocean pressing against it. Everyone inside the structure will die.
That's a solution?
No one will be left to tell the world what happened, Adam. Nobody will be able to spin the story.
Including me.
The choice is yours. Do you believe you have the wisdom to choose an appropriate future for mankind? Or do you trust mankind to find the answers on its own?
That last one's unexpected. Whoa. So you can choose to just destroy everything. And then no one can spin the story. But is Darrow's version of the story a spin, though? Isn't it just an explanation of what's going on? that's the question, I guess, is, there's two versions of lying to everybody to further an agenda. I'm against both of those ideas immediately, so I was already going to pick the middle one just by default, like, bam, hit it. The fourth one caught me by surprise, because the whole thing here is, like, uncovering the Illuminati and so on and so forth. Like, everything about this is about getting information out to the people in the first place, uncovering these grand conspiracies where people think they can make decisions on behalf of everyone and control all of society. And the left and right decisions are both variations of that, so the center one is just puts the truth out there. But there is a certain temptation to the other one, even though obviously the downside is it kills me and it kills everyone here, but the idea that instead of any information and controversy coming out of this, it would just be some kind of tragedy. Oh, Darrow made this crazy place off in the ocean. It collapsed and everyone died, like the Hindenburg, and that's the whole story. It's just a tragedy, and that's it. And that's a shame. But at the same time, no. On one level, I don't think I want it to just be a tragedy where nothing else comes out of it. And also, I don't know if I can if I'm cool with pressing a button that will kill everyone here, when instead I could fix them and also actually tell everyone what's going on, whether they believe me or not.
If you do this, the unadulterated truth in Darrow's confession may well convince mankind to cast all science and technology aside, to ensure that future generations grow up free and whole. Are you sure this is your choice?
I'm not going to feel bad about giving people the truth. They can do what they want with that information.
So be it then.
Albert Einstein said, technological progress is like an axe in the hands of a pathological criminal. It took me a while, but I finally see his point. How often have we chased the dream of progress only to see it perverted? More often than not, haven't the machines we built to improve life shattered the lives of millions? And now we want to turn that dream on ourselves to fundamentally improve who we are. Experience has shown me how dangerous that can be. How many times in the call of duty did I almost fall into the trap of taking shortcuts, abusing my abilities or the resources at hand? I resisted. Barely at times, because I valued human lives and considerations. Can I truly despise others who fall? Technology offers us strength. Strength enables dominance, and dominance paves the way for abuse. Darrow understood this. He knew that using technology to become something more than we are risks losing our ability to love, aspire, or make moral choices. The very things that make us human. It also risks giving some men the power to make others what they choose, regardless of the cost to human dignity. The suffering Darrow inflicted is not the end of the world. It is merely the seed for change. And change never comes without pain.
There we go. The end of Deus Ex Human Revolution Director's Cut. Naturally, I want to see what the other endings are, though, you know? I gotta say that I feel like he kind of didn't quite... I don't know. I feel like me and Jensen weren't quite on the same channel. Because he goes full force into the anti-augmentation argument when I wasn't necessarily picking up for this reason. I was mostly just trying to tell the truth to people and reveal what's going on. And not necessarily anything else, but he went on a whole rant instead, which kind of caught me off guard. Oh, New Game Plus. Instead, I'm gonna load though, and we're gonna pick the other options. So I'm not 100% on the same channel with him, but yeah, it's probably better than the other two. I'm curious to see which one's the canon answer, because one of these is just the one that is the actual story of Mankind Divided. I would suspect that you probably want to do Seraph's one. If you use Seraph's ending and accuse humanity first of doing this, then you spark warfare between the two of them. And if that happens, then perhaps that's why it's called Mankind Divided. I have not looked into the next game. I haven't spoiled myself because I want to just play it when it comes out. It can't be the suicide one, because Adam Jensen's the protagonist, unless he somehow survives the suicide, because he is pretty covered in mechanics. But I don't know if even he could do that. Wow, you can skip right through that. All right, let's see what happens when I pick Seraph's option.
If you do this, the focus of hatred may shift to those responsible for unleashing biological warfare, leaving corporations free to experiment with human evolution. Are you sure this is your choice? So be it then.
Seraph was right about one thing. It's in our nature to want to rise above our limits. Think about it. We were cold, so we harnessed fire. We were weak, so we invented tools. Every time we met an obstacle, we used creativity and ingenuity to overcome it. The cycle is inevitable. But will the outcome always be good? I guess that will depend on how we approach it. These past few months, I was challenged many times. But more often than not, didn't I try to keep morality in mind, knowing that my actions didn't have to harm others? Time and time again, didn't I resist the urge to abuse power and resources simply to achieve my goals more swiftly? In the past, we've had to compensate for weaknesses, finding quick solutions that only benefit a few. But what if we never need to feel weak or morally conflicted again? What if the path Seraph wants us to take enables us to hold on to higher values with more stability? One thing is obvious. For the first time in history, we have a chance to steal fire from the gods. To turn away from it now, to stop pursuing a future in which technology and biology combine, leading to the promise of a singularity, would mean to deny the very essence of who we are. No doubt the road to get there will be bumpy, hurting some people along the way. But won't achieving the dream be worth it? We can become the gods we've always been striving to be. We might as well get good at it.
He becomes very, very verbose all of a sudden, doesn't he? I just don't expect Adam Jensen to be this articulate. He's never really struck me. He's always been the gruff, no nonsense, let's go get this done with, I'm not quite sure what's going on around me type character. So the monologues are slightly out of character. I think it's just supposed to be a vague expression of the overall results. I'll save the suicide for last, it just seems fitting enough.
If you do this, first-hand experience with corporate negligence on such a grand scale may convince mankind to enact harsh restrictions on human enhancement research. Are you sure this is your choice? So be it then.
Freedom. To those who don't have it, it's more valuable than gold. But where should it start and end? We humans often think we have the right to expand, absorb, convert, or possess anything we need to reach our dreams. But time and time again, hasn't this led to conflicts with others who essentially believe the same thing? Looking back on the challenges I faced, at the way I often resolve them, I realize morality can become our saving grace. Most of the time, didn't I try to keep my values in mind, knowing how my actions would affect others? More often than not, I resisted the urge to abuse power and resources simply to reach my goals more swiftly. I managed to hang on to my humanity, but the temptation to ignore it was always there. It's that temptation that so worries Taggart. He's not afraid of freedom. He's afraid of the chaos that erupts when individuals have nothing but morality to constrain them. He wants us to regulate enhancement technologies because he fears all that power without limits, without guide rails to keep us from abusing it. Absolute freedom is no better than chaos. Society needs laws and regulations to protect it. So if the men and women behind Taggart need to work in the shadows, pulling strings to enable us to head in a safe direction, will supporting them be all that bad? If they're as wise as Taggart says, how bad will their leadership be? I just hope they stand by what they say.
None of them are super encouraging. They're mixed. It's all super mixed. It's hard to make massive decisions about the entire world, of course. I can see why this ending was criticized, because I'm realizing now... It took me a little bit to realize what I was looking at here, but this is totally the... Like, Deus Ex Human Revolution has an infamous ending, doesn't it? I forgot what game it was, but I remember the people talking about a game where you just get to the end and you press one of 3 buttons. I mean, a game besides Mass Effect 3, of course. It's interesting how oddly similar this is, actually, especially since it's, they're both stories that talk about machines and humans, and have you picking one of 3 buttons to press to figure out how to end the world, and it's like, it's such a weird way to end it. Also, can we agree, just no matter what you think about the endings of this game, that it's really stupid that it's 3 buttons? You're a supercomputer, crazy AI. Why would there be 3 magical computers lined up in a room that are all customized to do these specific actions? Like, I should totally be just telling her what I want to have happen, and then she does it. These buttons, like, the physical existence of them is really dumb. The moment we walk... I had a lot of other thoughts to cover first, but the moment I walked in here, this was the first thing that struck me as stupid, was I'm like, why is there 3 magical hologram buttons pre-programmed to do the exact thing as each other? Like, are these different screens supposed to mean different things to me? Because they kind of don't. They're just random screens. Everything about the button situation is bizarre. Alright, well, let's be all nihilist about this. The secret dies with me! The secret dies with me!
If you do this, the world will be left with questions and may never reach a consensus. Are you sure this is your choice? We have little time left, Adam. And might I say, it has been a pleasure.
Do I trust mankind to save itself? That's what Eliza was asking. The truth is, I don't know. After everything I've seen, all the fighting and the chaos around me, I only know what I want to believe. Somehow, human decency will triumph. These past few months, I've faced many life-threatening situations. I could have given up many times, but my need to know the truth, to uncover the secrets that others were hiding, and to survive, forced me to keep on going. Most of the time, I tried to keep my values in mind, knowing my actions did not have to harm others. I held on to my humanity, resisting the urge to abuse power or resources in order to meet my goals. And in the end, I got the job done. But does this mean I have the right to choose for everyone? No. Because it isn't up to me. It isn't up to Darrow, Sarif, or Taggart either. Ordinary men and women will have to decide together what course mankind should take. The kind of people who time and time again have picked and chosen the future in highly practical ways. Slowing change when it's negative, speeding it up when it's good. Can they do it again? I don't know. But I do know I'm not about to let anyone in this station, myself included, stand in their way.
And there we have it. That's the end of Deus Ex Mankind. I almost said Mankind Divided. Human Revolution, Director's Cut. I figured I'd slip this in before Mankind Divided comes out, and I made it just under the wire. Started just early enough, I suppose. Although I cut it closer than I thought I would even after that, but scheduling's not always easy, man. I'll have to figure out how to deal with the future here, so obviously I'll be playing Mankind Divided as soon as it comes out. That'll be happening. I want to play Andromeda when it comes out, though, so perhaps I'll play all 3 Mass Effect games relatively soon if I'm gonna try to get out ahead of that. Jeez. Those aren't the longest games, at least, but we'll see. I don't think it necessarily... I don't think the story of the original 3 games matters in the 4th game necessarily in those ones, but I'm not entirely sure. Either way, guys, this has been a ride through an interesting and memorable but flawed game, which is I find I say often nowadays. At the very least, it was memorable. That's important. There's so many shitty games that are they're just gray goo, and you just forget about them after you play them. And this game's memorable. It's got its quirks and its silliness and its giant events and its ridiculous cameras and all this nonsense, but it's a fun little action stealth game, and it's got a fun little conspiracy story. And it tries to have its branching paths and its interesting narrative developments, and it pulls off some of it. That whole thing with the limb clinic, where if I visited it, I'm pretty sure terrible things would have happened. That part's interesting. I'd be interested in finding out how often people fall for that or don't fall for it, but I definitely didn't. The boss fights are all just molten garbage. Like, even if you were built for combat, like, it's just... they're not good encounters as far as I can tell from any perspective, really. And most of them don't really fit into the story. Like, the only one that felt like part of the story was the one with Zhao Yun at the end. Everyone else was just, hey look, I'm a guy, you saw me earlier so you knew you were gonna fight me, and now you're fighting me, and now I'm dead. Go ahead and move past this room, or you were never gonna acknowledge me again. Is usually how the boss fights went, so those were a bummer. But anyway, and also, like, loose ends, like, just to further emphasize the idea that Megan probably dies if I go to the limb clinic, the entire game was all about obsessing over getting Megan and saving her, it seemed. And when we get her, she goes off in a helicopter, and that's it. We never hear from her ever again. She's not mentioned ever again. I'm like, oh, weird. The way that she vanishes from the story, you could say that the story doesn't have that much room for her to talk again or ever show up again, sure. But at the same time, it also kind of stinks of this sort of feeling that you get from games like Until Dawn or Walking Dead, and a lot of games that are heavy on choice, where once a character could potentially die in a story, they often kind of tend to disappear from the story even if they live, because it takes a lot of work to follow up on that all the time. A decent example of that was actually Mass Effect, where I won't say any specifics about it, but you could make a choice about whether or not somebody would live or die in the first game. And guess what? That character or characters are mysteriously almost entirely absent from the second game. Ooh, it's like, I wonder why. It's almost as if it would have been a big hassle to keep them around. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching like always. I had a good time, and I'll see you in the next game.
You worry too much, Morgan. There's nothing we can't manage given time. She's here. I have to cut this short. Keep going through the wreckage. Maybe we'll find something we can use for the Morpheus initiative. Come in. Dr. Reed. We're so pleased you decided to join us.
Where else could I go?
No regrets, my dear. As Ariadne told Theseus before he entered the Minotaur's labyrinth, always forward, never left or right. You'll be very interested in our current project. We're breaking new ground.
Yes, the nanite virus chimera is quite intriguing. I'm looking forward to seeing the hybrid project up close, Mr. Page.
And so you shall. But please, call me Bob.